Hi guys, you already know we're back with another video. This is gonna be a new stuff video, like new stuff that I've been trying out, and some of it like is new that I haven't tried out yet. So I got my goodies right here in the little basket, and then we're gonna be trying that stuff out. So if you want to see some new stuff and how I feel about it and want to see this kind of natural look, let's go on and get into the video. We're gonna start off with eyeshadow because I like to start off with eyeshadow first. My eyeshadow stuff isn't new, so I'm gonna go through this really quick. But one newer thing that I've been using is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow primer. It's just in this little tube. It's kind of liquidy. It really reminds me of the Urban Decay one. I think just the regular one. I had a little sample of that, so I don't really remember what it's called, and I had it a long time ago, but this is what it reminds me of. I've been liking this because I bought in a few other primers. Well, I've been trying to find a good eye primer, and a lot of them tend to be like really sticky, and that's good, but like I'm kind of matte already, so like I kind of want one that's a little bit more easier to put on my eyelids, and I'm not like pulling and tugging so much, you know. So I'm just gonna put this all over. I've been liking this, and it's really cheap, and like I feel like a little goes a long way with this. And it's been working out pretty well for me. I think I'm gonna keep getting this, honestly, if I don't get like the Urban Decay one. So I like that. I am gonna go in with, you guys probably get irritated that I use this as eyeshadow, but it's my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. So yeah, I've had this forever. I've had this since I was first starting off with makeup. I probably shouldn't use it anymore, but you know, I'm still gonna use it because it works pretty good. So I'm using that bone shade here. I know it's like coming off as like yellow, but it's not. It's like a light bone shade. This is in Dulce de Leche. So that's what I'm gonna use just all over my lid to set my lid. I set my lid all the time because I'm oily, and you know, sometimes my eyelids get oily. That happened a lot more when I was younger, not so much now. My skin has changed a lot. I feel like I'm in a transition of combination skin, so I'm oily but I'm dry. But then I don't know if it's because I don't drink enough water. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna set that, and then I'm gonna take this little Milani palette. So this is pretty old too. This is the 02 Bare Necessities. So I don't even think they make this anymore, but I honestly keep this because one shade in here is like my all-time favorite, and I think a YouTuber used it, and I've never like gotten rid of this because of this shade right here. I'm gonna put this one on my lid today, so you'll see. It's so pretty. I don't even think it has a name, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't have a name. I think it's called Base. But it's this one right here. It's so sparkly and pretty, and then it does come with a little brush. This is what my eyeshadow looks like. I did put the browns on the bottom lash line. I know it looks like a lot, even though I said I wasn't gonna do a lot. It's really pretty, sparkly shade. It does look a little powdery, but I think that might be because it's just like an older palette, but it doesn't really bug me. I think I did go a little too ham with it, low-key though. But guys, I actually messed up because I was supposed to go in with my brows first, and I didn't. I usually do my brows first, and for whatever reason, I was not doing it correctly today, and I went straight for my eyes. So we're gonna do the brows now, and hope that I don't mess up my eyeshadow I just did, because I like to like go around with concealer, and I might mess up my eyeshadow doing that now. So I'm just gonna brush out my brows using a little spoolie. I haven't gotten my brows done in over a year. I think the last time I got them was like February of 2020, I believe. I get them threaded. So I'm pretty sure that was like the last time that I got them done. And now I've just been like, I trim them with like little scissors if they get too long, and I just like try to keep like the outside here, sometimes the inside like tamed, if that makes sense. So the next thing I'm gonna be using for my brows is the Lift and Snatch by NYX. Looks like this. It's literally like a little tipped pen to like draw brow strokes, brow hairs. So I've never tried something like this, so this is like my first product, and I got it in the shade Taupe because the next one was like I think caramel, and like that would be too dark for my hair. So I got Taupe, hoping that it worked, and it works pretty well. Someone did leave a comment about this, about it looking too like green sometimes. So I get that, because I feel like my brows looked a little green, but like not too much where I was like, oh my god, this is so noticeable, I can't use it. So I'm gonna shut up now because I can't do this while I'm talking. Honestly, I kind of do it like super messy because I'm still learning how to be better at it. I feel like this is a hard angle for me to do it at. Oh, well, I went too much over there. I don't know what I'm doing over there. Yeah, this is kind of how I have my brow. I'm not an expert at it, so like I'm still learning how to do it better. It's hard for me to do this brow, even though this is my right side and I'm right-handed. I have an easier time doing this brow. I don't know why, but yeah. So I got this because a lot of people were raving about this, and I agree, like it's a good product. It's just sometimes if you put too much like of the pen color in one spot, it starts to look like dark. But like my brow looks nice right now. I think it does look a little dark, but it's totally fine. Okay, so this is how I kind of look after I have my brows done with the Lift and Snatch. You kind of see they look a little bit better, like more filled in, but they still look like very natural. As you can see, you know, I think I kind of went a little ham with them today, so they're a little dark, but it's fine. It's fine, I just look like a mess. Yeah, hopefully it'll all come together. That's one thing I have an issue with, like every time I do my brows, like sometimes I just like go a little too far. I feel like if you have darker hair, if you go too far, it's fine because it kind of just like evens out. I mean, my hair's pretty dark, but it's like I've always had my hair very light, so like to have my brows like this dark, it kind of scares me. Like it doesn't like suit me that well. I think I went a little too ham with the Lift and Snatch, but we're gonna carry on. We're gonna ignore that and act like I didn't just do that. But yeah, like I like how it makes them look like very like natural. Like, so I am gonna start doing my eyeliner, just tightlining. We're gonna go in with a new mascara that I've been liking. My brows aren't done, by the way. I will go in later with the Wow Brow. I just like to use this like after I kind of do everything, you know? So the Wow Brow has been another thing that I've been using a lot, and I really like it. I kind of use this a lot on its own when I'm just going to work because I don't really need to fill in my brows for work. Like, who am I trying to impress? No one, honestly. We have the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. This is the new one I've been using. I think they have a black tube, but I did get the silver tube. I think this is the original. This will never replace my L'Oreal Lash Paradise though, just gonna say that right now. That's my all-time favorite. And if you like mascara and like wands like this, you would totally love the Lash Paradise. It's a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex, which is also like a good mascara that I really like, but I bought it recently and I'm not really feeling it that much. I'm actually feeling my L'Oreal one better. So I go in with those first two mascaras and then I put on my third one, which tends to be like my main one, and I always do that. I've done that for like years now. So that's the thing too, if you guys look at my eyelashes and my mascara and you're like, why doesn't I have that mascara, like why doesn't it look that way? It's because I put on two other different mascaras. It just, I like my eyelashes to be like a little bit more full, and that's just like the technique. I like put it on my bottom lashes a little bit. I don't really put a lot on my bottom lashes because I use a different mascara for that. I'm very high maintenance, but that's just like my technique. I've always used like 3 different mascaras. I also like kind of have long eyelashes, not super long, but I kind of use different mascaras to help with that and like make them fuller. The thing is that they tend to dry quick because I have other mascara on, whereas you're just going in with like a fresh one coat of this one. And on bare lashes, it probably would be easier for you to build up, but it takes time for me to build up my lashes. Alright, so this is kind of what the eyes look like. I went through my lashes with the little dental thing, And then I did my lower lash mascara, which is the Covergirl Professional 3-in-1. I like using this on my lashes, the bottom lashes. This is like, used to be one of my favorites when I was younger, and I recently got back into it. So I like that for my bottom lashes. This is what the eyes look like right now, like nothing great. I'm not gonna focus on that. The mascara is not bad though. I've been liking it, but you'll see it more when I like curl the lashes. I am gonna go in, we have foundation, so I have the CC Cream, which I've used a few times, and I'm kind of like, I don't really know how I feel about it. It's not my favorite at the moment. But then I have the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation, which I got from TJMaxx. So I'm curious to use this again because I used it once and I wasn't feeling it, but I don't know if it was because of my primer. So I think I'm gonna use this one because I've used this one a few times. So I think I'm gonna do the Becca 24-Hour one. They sold this in Sephora, I just never got it, but it was only like $8 and on clearance at TJMaxx. So I was like, I'm gonna get this. I have it in the shade Porcelain because I'm white, so you know, but I'm very tempted to try this. We also have the Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder, the little mini one. I haven't used this either, so this is new, and this was $5.99 at TJMaxx. So I've been always wanting to try this, and I just never bought it because I was like, eh, and now they're going out of business, so I'm like, I have to try it at least once. So I got the little mini one. I also was gonna use this primer, which is the one that I used with the Becca before, and I don't know if it's this primer. So this is the Chill Out by Milani. It's the soothing primer with oat extract, ceramides, silicone free. So I bought this when I bought the CC Cream at Target, and I've been liking it because I like the way it makes my skin feel, but I've been having issues where like it gets really dry right here, and I think it's because of a mask, but I feel like this primer isn't helping on top of it for some reason. Like I had this on yesterday and my whole nose was all dry no matter how many times I took the foundation off and like put it back on. And it wasn't this foundation, it was like a good foundation, and it just wasn't working. So I had to take out my trusty little dusty right now Tatcha Silk Primer, and that I put that right on my nose, and then I put my foundation over and it works. So I don't know if it's this or what. I also use an eye cream and it kind of pills up under my eyes if I put too much product under there, so I have to tap. I can't be like rubbing. So I think it's a combination of my eye cream and this that's like making it pill up. So I try to keep this away from my eyes, but then I'm peeling up on my nose and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if it's this. So I wasn't gonna use this today, but I don't think I'm going to because I want to give the Becca foundation a fair shot. So I am gonna go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas because I know that this is a good primer, and I know that like I'm gonna get the ultimate like decision on if this foundation is good or not, you know what I mean? You only need a little bit of this. I'm pretty sure I just did too much, but it's fine. I don't really use this primer that much. I only really use it for like if I'm going out or like really special occasions, but I think I'm gonna use it because I need a fair shot for this because I need to see how it is. It is a very good primer. It's just hella expensive. That's totally fine too because it lasts a long time. I think the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer is supposed to be a good dupe. I have yet to try that because I have the regular Tatcha one. Maybe I'll get that one and like try it out. And I could use that for like work or like if I'm having like issues with my skin. Like today I don't care to use the Tatcha one because like I'm just going out and doing errands. But like when I'm going out like my birthday, night out on the town, something, I want a nice primer, so I use the Tatcha one. But I'm going to use it because I want to give a fair chance. Sorry, my nose, when I stick my finger in my nose, it's because I'm fixing my nose piercing. Don't get freaked out by that. But yeah, so we got that on. I am going to also use the Rare Beauty concealer. This is in 100W. This is like really light for me, but I don't have anything that's really lighter than this foundation, so I wanted to use this one. I've been using this one more too. I haven't been using the foundation as much, but I've been using the concealer, and I like the concealer. I'm kind of iffy on the foundation now. I liked it at first, but now since this whole mask thing, my face is like very different now. Like it's kind of dry, so I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna wet my beauty sponge This is also a new beauty sponge from Real Techniques. I got it at TJMaxx for like $5. So I'm gonna go wet this and we're gonna, you know, blend out this concealer. I blended out that concealer. I'm not like a huge super fan about this concealer either. I've just been using it because I spent money on it and I'm trying to like see how I feel about it. But I feel like it's very drying. Like I'm using my finger now because I feel like that gives it better coverage. But I feel like it's very drying and like sticks to like my dry spots. And that's the thing too, I'm oily and all of a sudden I have like all these dry spots and my skin is just reacting so completely different since we started using masks. I think I don't have enough moisture right now. And I think it's because I'm not drinking enough water, which makes sense. So I need to start drinking more water. But my skin looks so bad. Like it's starting to look so aged and just like wrinkly and dry. I think I did way too much, but it's fine. So this is the Becca foundation. I've never used the Rare Beauty concealer also with that Tatcha one, so I'm very curious how that's gonna sit on my face too. I can already tell off the bat I don't think I like this foundation, and like I tried not to think that the first time, but it's applying the same exact way as it did before and I'm not liking it. It just like comes off very dry. Like it looks dewy on my skin, but like close up it's like super dry and just not like, do you see that? Do you see all this? Like my foundation's coming off with the sponge, and that happens sometimes if my sponge has too much water. But like all my other foundations that are really good, I don't have that issue with. So I think it's the foundation, honestly. Maybe if I go in with a brush. It's almost like a powdery finish right here. Like my light is so bright. It's like a powdery finish right here. And it's like sticking to the corners of my nose and I'm not liking that, honestly. I am not a fan. I think this shade is also like a little bit too light. I was in the sun this weekend, so I feel like I got a tan. Yeah. So I don't think I'm a fan of this foundation by Becca. 24-hour foundation ultimate coverage. I feel like you can still see my spot up here, which is fine because I had a bad pimple there, but like you can still see spots right here. You can kind of see my chin one, you can kind of see. I don't know if like my light is like so bright. Let me turn it down and like see. So do you see right there by my nose? It's like powdery and like sticking. You can see all my pores, especially right here is where I'm noticing it. You can totally see like all my pores, all my fine lines. I feel like it's not really covering up my dark circles enough so you can see them still, like it's a little blue peeking through. But what I really notice is like, I even notice it on my nose. It's just, even with that Tatcha primer, it's not. Like even with that Tatcha primer, it's just like coming apart on my nose right here. I'm gonna kind of like go in with my finger and see if I could fix it, but I don't think. Like I do my makeup, like I do my skincare and everything, and I don't have dry patches, but then when I put this on, all of a sudden I have dry patches and like my nose is all dry when it wasn't. Like, so like now I have a dry patch right here that it's like sticking to, and who knows, this foundation may be old. Honestly, it might be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was because it's from TJMaxx and Becca's going out of business. But like, it's just, it's not a cute look. It's not cute. Like, I have to run errands and I'm gonna be wearing this, and like, I don't care. I'm one of those people that's like, whatever, I'm just gonna wear this because I have to go and like, I don't have like whatever. But like when I'm going out, I wouldn't like this. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this foundation. So if you ever go to TJMaxx and you have the choice to get this Becca foundation, do not get it. Do not get it. Like, I feel like the way my skin looks right now is like how it looks when like you've had foundation on all day and it settles like in your pores right here and it looks like grimy little dirt. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you know what I'm saying. That's exactly how I feel it looks right now. And yet I'm still piling it on, trying to make it work. Like, it's just like looks so, do you see it? Do you see it right there? That's how bad this looks. I know you can see that. And like the more I try to like put more on and make it look good, it's just like moving around and not sticking anymore. So I'm just gonna stop messing with it. But yeah, it doesn't look good. I feel like I could see all my baby hairs too, which is weird. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of this. And I had a feeling I wasn't because of the first time, but I wanted to give it a fair shot. So this going in the trash. Not even giving that to my mom or nothing. Trash. Trash. The next up we have, I did want to do a cream blush. And you know what? I think last time I did my cream blush with this foundation and it didn't look good. So I have the e.l.f. Turks and Caicos. Did anyone else know that it says Turks and Caicos on the side here? Because everyone and every video I've seen is trying to look underneath and it's not there. And one girl goes, oh yeah, it's right here. And I'm like, I had no idea, but it is like really hard to see. So it's on the side down here and it says Turks and Caicos. So I do have this from e.l.f. These do look really nice. Like this is kind of like a peachy pink shade. That's like more of the true color on the back here of what it looks like. It's kind of reflecting off right now. I am gonna take my sponge. As you can see, a lot of the foundation got into the sponge. So I am gonna use a sponge. You know, I have a feeling it's not gonna look that great on this foundation because I think I've used it before with this foundation. And it didn't look that great, so I'm not gonna blame the cream blush because I know it's not the cream blush. I know it's the foundation that's underneath it. It's very, like, my light's kind of bright, so I'm gonna kind of turn it down so you guys can see. This is like the cute little pink color it's giving off, or like pinky peach color. Yeah, so this is a good blush, I'm not gonna lie. It's very pigmented. From the times I used it, it's been very pigmented and it applies very easily and it kind of drives down to a powder finish. And the powder finish probably doesn't go well with this foundation because this foundation is so dry and powdery. Like, I feel like that's why they don't go well together, but I know that this is a lot better than it looks right now. I want to get more of these, honestly. I probably want to apply it differently too, like with a brush and see how it is. I usually put it on my nose, but I don't want to put it on my nose because of just how horrible this foundation is. I don't want to put it on my nose and like ruin my foundation more right now. I like to put blush everywhere. And you can build this up a lot. Like, I'm putting more. I like to start off like really barely anything and then build up. I do the same thing with powder. It's cute. It shows up a lot more in person. It's just because my light's washing me out, which we've talked about multiple times, how I need to get a new light. So then we're gonna use the Hydra Set powder because screw it. If it makes me look worse, you know, screw it at this point. This is what it looks like. It's actually a pretty good size. Like, I think that's a good size. I feel like the first time I ever touched this powder, whoops. I feel like the first time I ever touched this powder at Sephora that like it actually felt wet, and like I've heard claims now that it doesn't actually feel wet, and I feel like I felt it at Sephora after I felt it the first time, and I agree, like it doesn't feel wet, like cooling, you know what I mean, like that. It doesn't. So I think I feel like they age or something, possibly. So I'm gonna take the more cleaner side, not this side, the cleaner side. And I'm just gonna go on my chin. Oh. It feels kind of cool, but I don't know if it's a combination of my wet sponge, you know what I mean? It's not as wet as like I thought it would be, because like a lot of people were hyping this up when it first came out, and I feel like I don't feel like they felt, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. This foundation is horrible. Like literally all around my nose right here. Do you see this? Like horrid. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. We're just gonna get through this. We're just gonna get through this together. Just gonna get through this together. It's okay, Corinne. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm very like high maintenance when it comes to my makeup. Like if it looks bad, like it really bugs me. Like it really bugs me. I've always been like that since I was a kid. I am a perfectionist, so I think that's why I get very like about my makeup, because I'm a perfectionist and I don't like when things aren't perfect, and I've gotten better at it, like letting things go and not being perfect. But like this is really irking me right now because it's horrible. It is horrid. This also has a weird scent after using it on my sponge. Oh my God, I hate this. I don't even know if it's like something else, but it's the foundation, Corinne. It's the foundation. Moving on. Just move on, Corinne. Just move on. Oof, I'm so upset right now. Oh my God. So I am gonna set the blush. I didn't really have like a powder blush to set it, but I think this one might be good. Yeah, this is a Wet n Wild one. This is their old one, the pearlescent pink. This is their old packaging. So I'm just gonna, I've had them for a little bit. That's why I have the old packaging here. But you know, these blushes are good and they're pigmented, and I just broke this. So I'm gonna tap that. Exactly what I said. Oh yeah, they're pigmented, and then I just went on in with it, didn't I? Every time I do like a first impressions video, do you guys ever realize like this is what happens to me? Like I just have a horrible time. Like it's like, oh, the foundation's so bad. Okay, Corinne, stop. Take a breather. I feel like putting that pearlescent pink blush right on top actually gave my skin a little bit more life. So this is basically what the cream blush color is, but it wasn't showing up that great because of this foundation, which we're not gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about it. So then I'm gonna take a highlighting brush, and I've been looking for these and I finally got one. This is the Rimmel London Highlight Buttery Soft Highlighting Powder. This is in the shade Stardust, so it's 001 Stardust. And I only found it at Rite Aid because I don't think a lot of places carry Rimmel London, or at least the new stuff. So like, this is what it looks like. Let's open it. I did swatch it a little bit. Look at this. Like, do you see how beautiful that is? Like, let's swatch it. Like, look. Ready? Do you see that? That's beautiful. So I'm very excited to use this because I haven't used it yet. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's weird because I'm going in with the brush. I'm gonna put a little on my nose, even though I probably shouldn't. I'm going in with the brush and it's kicking up like little pieces, but it doesn't look like it's on the brush. And then I go and it's on the brush. It's probably because it's like so tightly like packed in there. I'm gonna go in with a little pencil brush to do my inner corner. So it picks up on the brush there, see it? And it has a little kick up. that. It's not super bright. Probably if I built it up, it would be. But I do think this is a nice highlighter for like the drugstore. I know everyone likes those master chromes, which I'll see it right there. That's beautiful. The master chromes, like I like those too. I have the gold one. Let's actually pull it out and look because I feel like they look very similar. The master chrome is good too, but sometimes I think it could be like a little too yellow. Oh yeah, see they're similar. But see how this one's like a little bit lighter? I feel like this works with my skin tone better than the actual master chrome that's like more yellowy gold, you know what I mean? All right, so I did kind of like finish up a little bit. So I did put a lip liner on. This is in Nude Pink, I believe. Yeah, Nude Pink by NYX. It's just their little like original ones. I am gonna put on a lip gloss, but I did want to put out that I need to use the e.l.f. Wow Brow still. So I have it in the shade Taupe also. I think this shade also next was like dark brown or something, and I was like, I think that's too dark for my brows. So see how my brows kind of like match with my hair now? Like I'll put my hair down and I'll let you guys see, but like now it kind of matches. But I like to go in with this Taupe Wow Brow, which is new to me also, and I kind of like it, and it kind of like lightens them a little bit just because it's like a little light for me, but it's not like your brows look stupid light, you know what I mean? So I kind of just let that set a little bit, and then I'm gonna like kind of go over it again with I'm gonna go in with the spoolie and I kind of just like run it out. I also did curl my eyelashes, so this is what the mascara looks like. Not terrible. I am getting a little clumping at the base of my eyelashes, which is normal for me because I use an eyelash curler, so it kind of takes the mascara off or like moves it. I don't usually have this issue with a lot of mascaras. It might just be like the formula, so that's just a me issue. That's not like a issue for the mascara. So that's what it looks like. And then we're gonna put on the lifter gloss. This is in Moon, so these are newer to me too, and I've been using this a little bit. I haven't been using it a lot because, you know, we wear masks and everything, but this is a good dupe for the Fenty glosses. I am gonna say though, I'm not a fan of the scent. I don't like the scent. I don't know what it is, but it really bugs me. It's not a good scent. It's not. And then I'm gonna spray my face with just a little Milani Make It Last. This is like the Fruit Fetish line. I don't have a new one, so I'm just gonna spray with that. I have been spraying my face after that with the facial spray by Mario Badescu just to give myself a little bit more of like hydration and skincare. I don't think I am going to be repurchasing the spray though, that Badescu spray, because I heard it's not really great for your skin. I did get like mineral spray that I'm going to start like spraying on me. But I'll be right back with the finished, absolutely finished look. So we are back. So I put my hair down. So as you can see, like my hair is like pretty dark, so it kind of like goes with my eyebrows now. Yes, I'm a fair-skinned, dark-haired bee. That is me. So my eyebrows like tend to like pull everything together once I'm done with my makeup. It doesn't look too harsh. When I do get a tan though, I look like a nice olive color and my eyebrows don't look as crazy anymore. I do like the brow products. I do see where people think that it could look like a tinge green. I think I said that earlier. Some people in the reviews said it could look green, like right here. I'm getting green vibes, but I get it because if it's not like in your brows that much and it's kind of peeking out, you can kind of see like a green tinge, so I get that. It doesn't bug me that much because they still look brown to me. Like it doesn't really look green unless you're really, really focusing on that. The Rare Beauty concealer I'm kind of like still about, like I'm not sure like how I feel about it. I feel like it's a little drying. I feel like this I can still keep using the Chill Out primer. I just think I can't use it with certain foundations, I'm thinking. The lifter gloss is good. Like it's a gloss. I like it. Do I like the smell of it? No, I don't, but that's not enough to be like, I never want to use this again. I love the the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer is very good. It's a good dupe for the Urban Decay one. The mascara I'm like okay with, like it's not my favorite. I feel like it's flaking though, like I keep getting flakes right here, so I think that's the mascara. I still think L'Oreal Lash Paradise is my go-to babe. That's my favorite. I think the blush is good. I just think it's not getting a fair chance with this foundation, and I feel like I need to give it like a few more chances with foundations that I actually really like. What else? I like the highlight. You could see it like I can't see it dead on, like you can't see it, but when I move, it's like a nice like champagne gold. Like it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's a stripe, you know what I mean? Like it looks like it blends in with my face, which I really like. What else? Oh, you already know the foundation is horrible. It is effing horrible. It is horrible. And I have to go out after this, so I'm happy that I have a mask that like covers my mouth so you can't see, because it's all right here, like on my nose and this area. It's horrid. It's horrid. Never buy that. I mean, they're going out of business, so I don't think people are gonna be able to buy it, but if you see it at TJMaxx, run away. Run the hell away from it. It's not good. The Hydra Touch powder I assume is okay. I mean, once with Becca foundation, it didn't look good, but I'm gonna try that without that foundation, because I think a lot of this is just the foundation, and my skin feels very dry right now, honestly, like I'm not gonna lie. So that's all that I have for you guys today. You know, I feel like every time we try some new makeup out, like I have issues, and you know, like it's okay though. Like I've been trying out some of this stuff still, so I kind of have a feel for it, and like I'm honestly probably gonna use everything still except for that Becca foundation. Like that Becca foundation, I'm done. We're done. We're breaking up. Like bye, I'm sorry, sayonara. Like I'm done with that. Done. So thank you for watching today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to your girl for new videos. Thank you. Bye. Love you guys.